want to welcome on stage Francisco Calvache, Head of the Transformation Office in Telefónica Educación Digital, who's with us here physically. Welcome, Francisco. Grab a seat.
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
May I sit?
Yes, please, sit down.
Thank you.
So, Francisco, we hear a lot about digital transformation.
Yeah.
But as we know, it takes a long time in many companies. Mm-hmm. And you've got consultants spending, working and companies spending billions on this.
Right.
What's the role of education and training in digital transformation?
It's a really important role, I guess. In fact, we can say we are now in the age of learning because of the digital transformation. Because nowadays, I think works are changing a lot. We are in this digitization era, which is unstoppable now. And we are not talking about a digital society or an analog society. We are now in a hybrid society. And it's bringing new skills, new challenges for all of us. And we have to be able to adapt to all those changes. And how can we do that? We have to do it by learning continuously. Learning by doing. We have to be long life learners. We have to non-stop learning every day to adapt to all these changes brought by the digital revolution.
Yeah, and if when you hear all these stories of these failed digital transformation exercises, everybody says the same thing. They haven't fixed the people problem.
Yeah, exactly.
The mindsets.
Exactly.
So what's the role of education and the people side of this?
Well, firstly, we have to be clear that digitalization is going to break down or make disappear some jobs, perhaps. We usually talk about that. But it's also true that so many opportunities are coming. There is 2.5 jobs appearing against one job disappearing because of this digital transformation. So what people need is to realize that we have to adapt to this new reality because it is human, it is people, it is talent which is driven this change, this transformation. It is not robots, it is not programmation, this is people in the center and the talent. And we have to be able to enforce this talent from people to get to that point that we need in the new skills and the new jobs.
So what advice do you give to young people today that with all this uncertainty, they have to prepare their mindsets for this new world?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, they have to be prepared for not stopping learning ever. Because, so far we had some periods of learning in the school, college, universities, and that was all. Then you went to the company, and that was the end of learning. And now, fortunately, we have to be continuously learning. As mentioned before, we are now long life learners. So my advice for them would be that get ready for this because it's going to be fun. We are not going to be in the same place or in the same job ever our parents were before. We are now changing. We are continuously changing ourselves. We are focusing new challenges every day. And we have to be really prepared for all of this and be so happy to have this opportunity, I guess.
Great. Thank you, Francisco.